Counting down. Sorry.
Can't restart.
Cindy!
Yes, we're starting. Hang on.
Let's go.
Good evening.
That's our opening.
Absolutely. Good evening, everyone. We're now joined by the Sun Conference champion, Thomas University Nighthawks. To our left, we have wide receiver Nakara Brown. To our middle, we have head coach Chelsea Palmer. To our right, we have freshman Margarita Pena. We'll start things off with an opening question from head coach, and once the opening question happens, we'll open the rest of the questions to the media. So, Coach, obviously a big game, but talk a little bit about the mindset. I guess the first question we have is that after that lightning delay was called, and with 27 seconds out, it seems like Thomas has a knack for trying to come back in the late heroics. And on our broadcast, as Corey referred to, without stealing too much of his thunder, the cardiac kids
Right.
finding a way to just drive down the field within just 20, 30 seconds. So kind of go into a little bit of detail what was said in that locker room during the lightning delay.
Yeah, it just kind of gave us an opportunity to regroup, to kind of calm down. Obviously, we had a defensive battle all game. I thought that we did pretty well defensively. We did give up a lot of chunk yardage here and there, but getting hit that late in the game, obviously creates a lot of momentum for that team. And the good thing with our kids is they've come back from so many close games to win, so they truly believe that no matter, there's 0.1 on the clock that we have a chance. And when you have a team that believes that, then you're going to go out there and you're going to have an opportunity. So when we were in the locker room, we kind of just spoke about that. Spoke about the fact that we're probably going to have roughly about 5 plays, and we're going to have to go 66 yards. So, and then obviously that extra point was a big point. And so kind of worked through a little bit defensively what we were going to do. We got the stop, and then, the rest is kind of history. And, the kids really pulled together and did a phenomenal job. And, luckily we had all 3 timeouts, and we had a little bit of room to work with in the middle of the field.
Coach, talk to me about trying to find that offensive rhythm throughout the game and finally finding it there in the last 27.7 seconds.
Yeah, Kaiser's a great defense. Kaiser's one of the few defenses that stays pretty one-dimensional, but they do it so well. So, regardless of the fact that they're not, like I said, not a huge multiple defense type of team, they're ingrained in that, they're rooted in it, and they do a phenomenal job, and they've done a good job all year with it. So I don't know why we typically get in a better rhythm towards the end of the game. We start out a little bit slower, it seems like. If we could ever get it going a little early, I think that we would be a lot less stressed in the final seconds. But yeah, just trying to expose that coverage, that cover 3, and trying to we move some players around, to kind of hopefully expose different things. And I think that we did a good job with our adjustments. Luckily we had a little bit of time that we did have an opportunity to adjust some things on offense, and we knew how we were going to be coming out.
Coach, I asked their coach the same question. Every team in the Sun Conference is going to go at each other's necks. You're kind of natural born rivals in the conference, but 3 wins against them this year, and it hasn't been easy. Those wins are not easy. Is there maybe a little special rivalry between you two kind of developing here for the future to come?
Yeah, I think so. I think every week, like I said, we're gonna face an opponent that's gonna push us to our limits, and we keep battling. As with Kaiser, it was funny because it was our opening game, here, and to come out and kind of establish ourselves to a degree, and let people that know that we were a program that was going to compete. And then obviously to go down there and, after rain delays and things like that, and be able to come out on top there in the last seconds. And then here again, I mean, Kaiser's a phenomenal team. They are the reigning, Sun Conference champs and defending Sun Conference champs for a reason. And, they had a great opportunity in that national championship last year. So we know every time it's going to be a challenge with them. Justin does a great job over there. Jazz does a great job. So, just fortunate, that we've been on that winning edge those 3 times. And again, it just comes down to a play or 2 every time.
Nakara, you can take me through just when you make that play, like the emotions going through you. I mean, those are like the moments you like in a kid when you're counting down in your head and you're just trying to make the big play to win a championship. How surreal was just that moment when you made that play?
I see me and Shelby made eye contact, and I was just like, she's about to throw it. She threw it, and I just caught it.
Good analysis.
And kind of the same question towards Margarita and Marge. We know that, especially late in the season, you've made quite a number of intermediate to really big chunk of yards, like 5 for 53. But then in the surreal moment when you catch the extra point and everybody's coming to you from your perspective, take us through it and what the feeling is like.
So, like Nakira said, me and Kiana just locked eyes, and it was like, crap, I have to catch this ball. I was like, she's about to throw it, and if I drop this, that's it. So I came in, like, inside my head, I'm like, just block out all the negativity and just catch the ball, win it for your team. And when I caught it, everything was just in slow motion. Everybody just started coming at me, and I felt like I was about to fall on the floor with everybody trampling me. But I wanted to cry. Like, all of my emotions just hit because we won the Sun Conference because of that last play. It was so crazy. I was part of it.
Is it hit? I mean, this could really be for anybody, but like, is it hit yet in your inaugural season? Like, you just took down a team that was in a national championship. Like, Thomas is #1 in the country in the Sun Conference champions. It's hard to do any year, but it's hard to do in someone's inaugural year.
I think that, for us, we kind of set the expectation when we came in that, we've had goals all season, and obviously we wanted to win the regular season. We wanted to have the ability to host, and then we wanted to finish the job and, hopefully win a Sun Conference championship, and then we still have goals that lie ahead. So I think the expectation's always been there. When I recruited these kids, we said, that we're going to come out and we're going to compete right away. I mean, that was always my line. We're going to compete right away, because there were teams that were established. There were teams that, at that point had a full 365 days. We preached it all year, we're 365 days behind. And if you keep that chip and that mentality, it allows you to work harder every single day. And so we've done a great job of that. But again, it goes back to them, because when you have great buy-in, it's very, very easy. And so, like I said earlier, just having great buy-in and belief and trust, that's going to get you a long way. So, again, I think the expectation's always been there. The expectation, is to continue to win. Just hopefully that we can put ourselves in a position to do that.
Coach, you've accomplished a lot as a player in this game, but like, to do this as a coach, where does this one rank on your achievement list?
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, I've been a part of, championships like as a player, and, some championships as a coach at Gowdy High School, and, I just love it for the kids, because I know I've experienced it. I've had my time, but to put them in a position where, they can celebrate and have those moments and, enjoy it. I mean, it's a grind. I mean, you're working hard every single day so that the games can come out and be fun, and so again, I'm super proud of them and so happy that they're able to, experience it. But, we love this one, but we want the next one too.
And kind of segueing into the next one, obviously you got Atlanta in 2 weeks, and the mindset obviously is to go win a national championship. But like we've talked with the other coaches, what specifics would you like your team to take away from knowing that you got the trip to Atlanta and your inaugural trip? What are the main takeaways you're looking forward to seeing from a personal growth from your team?
Yeah, honestly, like I said, we work extremely hard, so I want them to be able to enjoy this, because it is something special. And a lot of times we get caught up because, we're always looking at the next game, the next prize, the next championship, whatever it may be. And so I want them to be able to really, enjoy this moment. But again, to realize that we have to turn around and we have to refocus. We're playing, against a lot of great teams up in Atlanta. And as you can see, all of our games recently have come down to final plays or, less than a score games. And so we know that, every game going forward is going to be a battle. So just maintaining that focus. We need to have some, hopefully we can heal up a little bit. We're kind of banged up right now, and, hopefully we can start a little bit better offensively, in Atlanta. But just staying focused, just staying bought in and believing. And, I think that we'll have a good opportunity and a good chance.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks for asking questions.
Absolutely. It always helps when we